Hey folks, well it's a long time since I've done this, but good morning. This is the point where I think, why did I do this? I put some ungodly out. I'm here with Sally, who's going to film me for BRI-TV, and we're just waiting for Chris Moyles to open up this Zoom channel, so you can join me in my first interview of the day.
I was going to bed one night.
And I think we're on.
To another room, right?
I'm going to give this to Sal, okay?
Awfully fat bloke, also getting into bed at the same time. I realised it wasn't a window; it was a mirror.
Come on, mate. There we
It
go.
was a mirror.
There we go.
It was unbelievable.
Fine, Fettle.
I think we're all right. There you go, Sal.
I'm not.
Let's say you're not where you want to be, but you are still in a good place.
That was Chris Moyles, I believe. Hi, James.
Hey, hello, sir. I'm James.
Hey, James, you all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I think we're ready.
Lovely. And hello, Sally.
Sally's here. Yes, he is here.
Morning.
He's ready to BRI-TV me.
Turned on, Brian.
What's that?
Is your camera turned on? Sorry,
No. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello. Nice to see you. I'm James.
Hello, James. Here's Sal.
Hi, James. Morning.
Always nice to chat to you on these release days. It seems like I think April was our last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play a bit of Star 6 days about like the live version of the Wheel Rock You. I think just before you go, we go live. I think we're just about to go to the adverts now.
Okay.
We'll rock you and then we'll like you.
Brilliant.
So I'll connect you to at the studio. In the studio, there's Chris, there's his co-host Dom, Pippa, and I'm James, but I'll stay kind of quiet throughout the chat. But you're with Chris, Dom, and Pippa.
Very good. Thank you, James.
Hello?
Let's see James. This is James. He's hooking us up. Hey,
Hello.
James, you're on BRI-TV.
Right, connecting to the studio now, Brian.
Okay.
And I lost a big chunk of my pension.
The Financial Services Compensation Scheme can protect your money when authorised financial providers and advisors go bust. But first you have to check that your pension's protected. Simply search FSCS online today.
Lots of people
and use
saying
our
good morning
pension
to you
protection.
here.
Good morning to you. Can't see you right now.
Sounds like someone's lowered prices with their Tesco Club card. Like Jaffa Cakes twin pack down from £2 to $1.45, or a large whole chicken down from £4.80 to £4. With Tesco Club card, everyone can feel the lower prices. Tesco, every little helps. Majority of largest go to Jaffa Cake Dennis 1st of August and chicken.
Very thoughtful.
Zing Flowers has just got even zingier than an all-new range of simple, easy flowers at an affordable price. You'll now find beautiful bouquets from just $14.99. And you can have next-day delivery when you order.
Funny, no matter how many times you do this, it's still slightly nerve-wracking.
Flowers.com.
Good morning, Chris.
I had to put my glasses on to see the bloody button.
Yeah, me too.
How are you?
I'm not bad, thank you. It's a bit early in the morning, so I'm not quite sure how I am at the moment, but yes, I'm good, thank you. Are you okay being on BRI-TV?
You what?
Are you alright being on BRI-TV on my Instagram?
Yeah. Hello.
We love you, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Are you not in London anymore?
No, we moved out a while ago. We got flooded in London. It was kind of the last straw, and we actually got it together to move out into the country, so we've done it. And uprooted completely. It's been traumatic, but it's great to have some peace and get away from the basement building and stuff. Yeah.
Where are you now? We're not on yet, by the way. Where are you now? Where are you based?
We are filming.
Well, we're online. But yeah, I'm down in darkest Surrey, like the other end of Surrey from where my studio's been for a long time. Yeah. But it's lovely. It's really lovely.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a lovely chat.
Very good.
How many people are watching on your Instagram?
That's a good question. Do we know that?
Yeah, 2,700.
2,700. It's a
Well, look at us.
it's a theatre full. You've got millions watching you, Chris. I know.
Sounds like money down the drain. I don't like it. Why not put a plug in it with experience? We'll show you credit card options where there's
See, he's got a glass of water.
Before you do credit cards, do Experian first. You know the score. Experian Limited is a credit broker, not a lender. Based on transferring a balance from an interest-bearing card.
So now we're waiting for the ads.
T's and C's apply.
Anybody tune into Radio X? This is Radio X, okay? So if you want to hear it properly. Chris Moyles I've known for a long time. He's a nice man.
What a great treat this is for my first day back at work after a week off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a proper treat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the BRI, mate.
Aww. Bless you, Chris.
Brian, mate! I adopted a Brian May.
Dr. May, yes, and Sir Brian May. Nobody knows quite what to call me these days. They just don't call me late for dinner, hopefully. Thank you very much. Bless you, Chris. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm very good. I'm very happy. Now, I always love talking to you. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for doing
Brian May is also live on his own Instagram. So not only can you see him with us, but you can also see him on his Instagram as well. So you can see like different angles.
Yeah. If it's working, yeah.
It is working because
Yeah,
Pepper, weirdly, who's producing us, is watching you on your Instagram.
And that's very
even
confusing.
though I'm talking to you here.
It's very high tech for old school people like me.
I was just saying on the air a few minutes ago, and I hope I've got this right. I said one of the reasons that I love you, one of the many reasons that I think you're brilliant is I really get the feeling you love still to this day being in Queen and everything that you guys achieved. I always feel like the novelty has not worn off for you because you just love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's been a long and bumpy journey in so many ways, and there's been times when we did walk away. Like, I mean, when Freddie went, I think we went away for quite a long time because we just couldn't deal with it, I suppose. But then realising the love that there is out there for Queen stuff sort of reinforces your belief, and we came back and we thought, no, actually, we're proud of what we built up all those years, and let's keep it going, and let's keep the cogs moving. So the thing that we didn't want was for Queen to become some kind of museum piece, some kind of fossil. So we go out there, I mean, we're out there in the States, October, November coming up, as you probably know. So we go for it, and there's nothing quite like it, and I do feel proud.
Well, you should. And again, obviously, we lost Freddie. John's like, right, I'm done, ta-ra, see you later. And then you and Roger are like, I ain't done. Let's keep going. And obviously, with Adam Lambert, who is incredible, that live show is phenomenal. And of course, it's not the same as the four of you, but it's still brilliant. And Adam Adam really does make it his own. And then you and Roger being part of it. It's an incredible live show. It really is brilliant.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we're working on the new version of it right now. It takes a lot of preparation time, of course. But yeah, very excited. And it's such a privilege to be able to do something at that level and deliver what we always dreamed of delivering. And Adam is a phenomenon. He is a gift from God, my God. I mean, you don't find another one of those anyplace.
No. So anyway, we're talking today. The reason why you've come on, it's not just to say welcome back off your holiday there, Chris.
You're welcome back, Chris.
Thank you, bro. Is the 40th anniversary edition of the Starfleet project. Now, I've got to be honest, I had to do a bit of reading up on the Starfleet project because obviously it's 40 years ago. I was born.
Oh no, you're too young. I did realise that, yeah.
So talk me through, if you can, the timeline of how this. Oh, look at that! Oh, vinyl, Brian! Vinyl.
Oh yeah, vinyl. We love vinyl, of course. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a picture disc. We've even got a cassette. I mean, this is true old.
Buying a cassette.
Yes, nice. And CDs. Of course, CDs weren't invented in 1983 when this came out. So it's never been on CD properly before. And this time, if I'm talking you through it, what I've done is for the box set, put every single take of everything we did in the studio in here. So you don't just get the finished product, you get us in the studio working together, having a laugh, making mistakes, and gradually tuning into each other, because we'd never played together before, me and these guys. I can show you these guys. So this is Alan Gratzer, drummer from REO Speedwagon. This is me in 1983. This is Phil Chen, bass player from Rod Stewart's Mob. This is Fred Mandel, who was already playing on Queen stuff like Radio Gaga. And this in the background is the wonderful Ed Van Halen, who was a great mate of mine and sorely missed. And boy, does he play on this thing. So we'd never been together before. We get in the studio and we kick these ideas around. And this is what you'll hear on the box set.
Why those guys? Why that particular group?
They were friends, really, and I got up one morning in LA thinking I could do anything I want. I could play with some pals. They all happened to be there at the same time. I was taking a kind of sabbatical from Queen because we kind of got on each other's nerves at that point, and we all said, look, let's just go off and do some stuff and come back in a while. So I'm there, I think I could do this. I could just call them up, we could go in the studio and have some fun. So that's it, really. Alan was my neighbour. I used to have this. I was in my little house in LA, and he's just down the road, a few yards down the road. And so I called him first and said, "Do you think we could do this?" And he went, "Yeah, make some calls." And so I did, and everyone went, "Yeah, we'll come in, let's do this." So it's the most exhilarating couple of days I can ever remember in my whole life, I must say. Amazing, just to get in there.
And is something like that like a proper collaboration, or is that you leading it? Because putting a load of musicians together who never really worked together into one room and into a studio together could be a disaster.
Yeah, exactly. They'll all poodle around playing 12-bar blues and nothing will happen. That was my fear. Well, what I did was circulate a cassette, which I wish I could find, of the ideas that I had. And I had the idea to do this theme tune from this kids' TV series. It's a science fiction Saturday morning Japanese adventure. And they had this great theme tune to the microphone and playing guitar, and circulated it to the guys and said, this is what I'd like to try to do, let's see what happens. Same time, I don't want to get too much structure because I want it to be spontaneous. I don't want it to be sort of rigid guidelines or anything. So I'm trying to tread the fine line between chaos, as you say, and sort of over-organising. And it worked out good. We played around with this thing. Nobody knew it very well when we started, and you can hear that on take one. You hear like, wait, where are we? What are we doing? And then Alan drops his sticks and we stop and have a laugh. And gradually we got it together. I also had this other song called Let Me Out, which is kind of about the way I felt at the time. I guess I felt that in spite of the success that we had, a lot of fun we had, we were kind of in a box, and I wanted to see what was outside the box. So that's another reason for calling these guys, is to see what happens if you go out and play with other people. Because you're in a successful group, you're touring the world for 9 months of the year, you're in the studio for 3 months of the year. There's not that much room for getting out and doing anything else. So this was like grasping at fresh air.
There's no rule book though, that's the thing. There's no it'll be only you speaking to people who have been there before you and been really successful, of which there would have been, there'd be few and far between. Like when at that point, 1983, with you and Queen, if you are getting a bit brat stuff with the rest of the guys, even though you get on really well, you make amazing music together, you play live brilliantly, you've got a great life, it's inevitable you're going to get a bit one day, you're going to go, oh God. And also, just want to do something with somebody else. Yeah. There aren't many people that you can go to and go, right, am I wrong because I feel like this? Because there are not many people who have achieved what you guys have achieved at that point.
Yeah, that's right. It was an unusual place that we got to. But if you think of somebody like the Beatles, they probably didn't deal with that kind of stuff, and so they split up. And I think we dealt with it by giving each other some space and some respect, and then coming back together. So yeah, there wasn't any guideline really. I mean, Zeppelin had trodden the road that we were on incredibly successfully, and they were kind of a template for us. They were a model and an example, an inspiration to us. Led Zeppelin conquered America a few years before we did, and did everything right. I think amazing, you know. But even they got a little pissed off with each other now and again.
You can't say the B word on the radio.
Oh, I can't say. Oh, dear.
I have to apologise.
No, it was a B word. Bist. It was bist.
Oh, I misheard you, Brian.
Yeah, didn't you hear that? No.
I misheard you, Brian. You know,
Thinking on my feet here.
you know, maybe it was a little stroke of genius, to be fair, for you to go off and you know and do a project like this and just have a little break. Because
It
this
was.
if you think about it, this would have been 3 years before a kind of magic.
That's right.
And One Vision and all that. And there's that
Yeah.
brilliant footage of you guys in the studio making One Vision
Yeah.
from scratch. So,
Yeah.
you know, and it looks like there, you were all getting on like a house on fire. Like this lovely, you know, it's Freddie saying to Roger, no, do it like this. And Roger going, all right, like not like I play the drums. So,
Yeah, you didn't see that bit though. They cut that bit out. You see, the thing about having cameras in the studio is everybody knows the cameras are there. It's a little bit, it's not totally typical. It's kind of, there's good moments, I think, but you know, everybody's a bit weird when the camera's on, aren't they?
14th of July, the Gold Series is released. This is a Starfleet project. It's by May and Friends. Special 40th anniversary edition. And you can get it on cassette. Do you know what I love is the fact that you've got it all there. So you've got the CD and you've got the vinyl and you've got the cassette. Where you are right now, do you have a cassette player in that house?
I have a cassette player in my car.
No, you don't.
Everybody's very impressed with this. Yeah, I love my old car. It's not that old. It's a Lexus actually. But yeah, I love my tape player. I love my CD player. And there's something about just holding things. And when you turn your car off and you come back the next morning, it's where you put it. It's still right at the same bar when you turn it off, which I love. No messing.
I love the rattle they made. Cassette rattle is one of the
The
best.
cassette rattle noise is beautiful.
That's right. Yeah. And then it all spews out all over your car when it goes wrong, and you have to get your pencil and wind it back in, right?
Now, as well as that, before you go, because I don't know how long we've got with you, because I know you've got other stuff to do. Can you tell me about the Queen We Will Rock You in 3D?
Ah, yes, we have in the Proud Galleries, not too far away, in the middle of London. We have this wonderful gallery run by Alex Proud. He's given us the run of it, and we have an exhibition there of stereoscopic material, which has been there for a while on and off, but this time it's themed with the We Will Rock You images. So we've been into We Will Rock You, our Colosseum show, the Rock Theatrical as we call it. Some people call it a musical. We've been in there, we took lots of pictures of the cast and the production and everything, and those pictures are now in the gallery at Proud Galleries. And it's a stereoscopic extravaganza. You get that, you get my history in there, a lot of Queen history in 3D, and you get the entire history back to 1832 of stereoscopy, as it was called in Victorian times, invented by Sir Charles Wheatstone. So you get it's a good day out if you want to go and see some 3D and enjoy it. It's where is it? It's near Charing Cross.
It's on the embankment.
Yeah, near Charing Cross, the Proud Galleries. Tell me the street.
John Adams Street.
John Adams Street. See, good job.
What would you do without her?
I can't imagine. She's filming me as we speak.
Now, finally, and then I will let you go. So, Starfleet project out on the 14th of July. So that's out now.
Thank you, Chris.
Good. We're going to play a track in a minute from you guys from the Palace Theatre in LA, I think.
Oh yeah, there's some live tracks on there as well from the period. Yeah.
So I had to bring this up.
This sounds serious.
You've been on the show now like 5-6 times, okay?
Yeah.
And we miss you. We want you to come in one day because it's always on the Zoom. It'd be nice to actually see your legs because I'm not seeing your legs.
You won't like it, Chris. But you won't like my legs.
The legs.
No, the legs. But yeah, I'd love to come in. I'll come and see you. Yeah, you betcha.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I sent you an email after you'd been on the show once, and I said, Brian, this is really cringy. Brian, thanks so much for coming on the show. Always a pleasure. If you ever fancy lunch, let me know. And you replied, always love doing the show. Cheers. So the question is,
You just weren't hungry that day.
can we go for lunch, Brian May?
Yes, please, and do not bear a grudge.
No, we're going for lunch.
Let's do lunch. Let's do lunch and do it. Yeah, absolutely. And do this as well. Yeah, that's great. Bless you. I must have been in a
Take
hurry.
out. Yeah, everybody check out Starfleet Project, Brian May and Friends, and check out the 3D as well at the Proud Galleries. Brian, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thanks for having me, Chris. Really appreciate the support.
Good day. Love to you and the family, and goodbye to all your Instagram viewers. Bye! Ladies and gentlemen, Brian May!
Cheers, Chris.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It's been a while. Thank you for that. Let's honestly really do lunch, yeah. What's your favourite place?
Do you know what? I actually don't. Well, I've got a few favourite places, but my secret favourite place is actually Primrose Hill.
No. Okay. Let's give it a try.
Which I'll tell you about now on Instagram.
Okay.
I would know anyone going.
That's true.
I'll drop you an email. I'll give you a shout.
Okay, bless you. Lovely to see you, Chris.
And you. Love for everyone. Thank you, my man.
God bless. Bye.
Oh, the planet, sing it!
And the first interview is done. My first call of the day. And he's a very nice man, isn't he? And it's nice that people give me their time to promo the record on the radio, because you make something and you spend months and months doing it and getting it perfect the way you want it and the way you want people to hear it, and then if nobody gets to know about it, you've wasted your time. So you have to get out and do promotion, really, which is what this is. This is the P word. This is promotion. And in some ways, you know, it's tough. It's quite hard work, because this is only a little tiny piece of it. Obviously, I've done loads of interviews over the last few days and weeks. But it's nice because you get out to meet people again that you've known in the business for years and years, and you get to talk about it. And sometimes when you're talking about it, it's the first time you actually think objectively about it in a different way. You see it from a different point of view. You see it from the public point of view. You think, well, what do they want to hear? What do they want to know about it? So for me, this is a nice day. You know, I didn't really want to get up this morning because it's tough. It's a long day. But now I feel like I'm in it, and the adrenaline is flowing, and I'm eager to talk to people. We will be at Abbey Road from about 1:30 onwards, I think, and then we'll start actually doing the launch about 2:30, and hopefully I will see you guys and you will see me at that time too, because we'll try and transmit the whole launch via Instagram. Thank you for being with me. I'll try and be a bit more interactive a bit later on, but right now we're going to pack up and move our butts into Abbey Road. God bless. See you later.
Please turn off.
It does.